Do you want to be more successful in what you do, have more inner peace, more mental clarity, and a life that finally feels like your own? Then look at what you do every day. It's not the ideal tomorrow that transforms an existence, but what you choose to organize today. The mess you see on the outside is just a reflection of a scattered mind, a directionless routine, and a constant excess of distractions that drain your energy silently, without warning, and without pity. When you decide to put things in order, something starts to change. Small gestures become pillars of a more stable life. A tidy desk becomes a focus. A clear agenda becomes direction. A conscious decision becomes a solid step. Epictetus said, "First tell yourself what you want to be, then do what needs to be done." It is in this phrase that true transformation resides. Clarity is born when you align what you think, what you feel, and what you do. When you stop living on impulse and start acting on intention. And that's exactly what we're going to build here. Let's delve into 10 Stoic practices, time-tested tools, that act as a shield against discouragement and a sword against stagnation. But first, remember, this video reached you because someone liked, commented, or shared it. Do the same so that this chain continues to happen and more people find clarity and direction. Now let's get to the first practice. Practice 1. Train your concentration. If there is one skill capable of completely changing your life, it is concentration. In a world where every second someone tries to capture your attention, maintaining focus has become a valuable rarity. Those who master focus advance. Those who don't feel like someone trying to fill a leaky bucket. No matter how much effort they put in, everything escapes. Marcus Aurelius already dealt with this without a cell phone, without notifications, without social media. He understood that the human mind tries to escape the present all the time. That's why he said, "Concentrate on each minute like a Roman, with precision, seriousness, and firmness." Focus is not luck, it's discipline, it's willpower, it's mastery of one's own thoughts. But the greatest enemy isn't out there. It's not the noise of the street, nor the messages, nor the modern chaos. The enemy is within, returning anxiety, heavy memories, thoughts that insist on knocking at the door. It's this internal noise that steals your peace without making a sound. Seneca knew this. Living in Rome, surrounded by noise, he wrote that he had learned to harden his nerves against external distractions. He said, "I force my mind to concentrate. The world may be in chaos, but as long as my mind remains calm, nothing disturbs me." This is the level of self-control we need to train. Concentration is born from practice, not talent. Meditation, intentional silence, daily writing, walks without a cell phone. All of this strengthens the mental muscle. Without focus, we live on the surface. With focus, we delve into the essential. Challenge of the week. Choose a daily task and do it with total attention for 7 days. Write for 15 minutes without looking at your cell phone. Eat without any screens. Converse looking into each other's eyes without dividing yourself. The experience of being whole transforms your life. Practice 2. Build a strong body and a resilient mind. It may not seem like philosophy, but taking care of the body is part of wisdom. A weak body makes the mind more vulnerable. The Stoics knew this. They ran, fought, endured cold, carried weight. For them, body and spirit walked together. Today we imagine philosophers as fragile people, but in antiquity it was the opposite. Socrates was a soldier, Cleanthes, a boxer, Marcus Aurelius trained for hunting, Seneca plunged into the icy waters of the Tiber. It wasn't vanity, it was spiritual discipline. He said, "We treat the body rigorously so that it does not become disobedient to the mind. When the body rebels, the mind yields. When the body obeys, the mind governs. The body is armor. Ignored, it weakens. Cared for, it strengthens." Every workout, run, or walk is not just for the muscles. It serves to remind you who is in charge. The body wants rest, excuses, and postponement. The strong mind says, "I decide." Every small victory strengthens your discipline and sharpens your character. Physical effort transforms doubts into confidence and fear into strength. It proves, daily, that you are much more capable than you believe. If this content made sense, leave a like. This shows me that I'm on the right track and encourages me to continue creating videos that truly help you. Over the next few days, make a simple commitment to your body. Move. It can be something light or challenging, it doesn't matter. What truly transforms is consistency. Every time you overcome inertia and put your body into action, you also strengthen your mind. Movement creates not only muscles, but a resilient, firm soul, ready to face any storm. Practice 3. Change your attitude. Seneca said, "You need to change your mind, not your place, because your defects go with you." This phrase dismantles a common illusion, believing that our problems are external. At work, in the city, in people, but often, what hinders us travels within us. Think of someone who moves house expecting peace and organization. After the move, the mess remains. Why? Because along with the boxes, old habits also went. It's like changing the scenery of a movie without altering the script. The appearance changes, the result doesn't. We often seek to escape circumstances, but what really needs to change is our attitude towards them. Seneca reinforces this with another powerful reflection. If you want to escape your problems, you don't need to go somewhere else. You need to become someone else. This doesn't mean abandoning your essence, but adjusting your mindset. Recognizing that part of the problems originate within us is uncomfortable, but liberating. After all, if we are part of the problem, we are also part of the solution. Stoicism calls us to responsibility, reviewing habits, confronting limiting beliefs, and building a mind capable of withstanding chaos. If you want to solidify these ideas, save this video. Forgotten knowledge is lost, revisited wisdom transforms. Therefore, before seeking new escape routes, build a solid mindset within yourself. True change is not in the world outside, but in how we choose to face it. Practice 4. Free yourself from bad vices. Seneca provokes, "Show me a man who is not a slave." He observed that even those who owned slaves carried their own chains, overwhelming responsibility, insatiable ambition, constant fear. For him, the cruelest slavery was mental. One is a slave to pleasure, another to money, another to fear, another to hope, and many to that which consumes their days without them realizing it. Modern addictions haven't changed that much. Excessive caffeine, cigarettes, gambling addiction, checking your phone every minute. Whatever dominates your actions has more power over you than you have over yourself. And here's the key. It's not the habit that imprisons you, but the addiction. If you can't do without something, even if it's socially acceptable, then there's already a chain there. Some addictions you eliminate, others transform and return with another name. You probably know someone who gave up one addiction only to fall into another. For the Stoics, freedom is not doing what you want, but being able to say no to what enslaves you. As long as an addiction governs your life, your greatness will remain dormant. Commit this year to breaking at least one of these chains. Your strength depends on it. Practice 5. Decide with reason, not just emotion. Those who don't control their emotions become easy prey. It's like a rudderless boat, moved only by waves and winds. And there's something even more dangerous. People manipulate emotions, and they can manipulate you. Impulsive decisions always sow bitter seeds. In the heat of the moment, emotion seems like an infallible guide, but it almost always leaves a trail of regret. Imagine, you have a great friend, and the opportunity arises to start a business with them. The initial enthusiasm is natural, but if the decision stems solely from this feeling, you ignore essential factors: technical skills, objectives, discipline, compatibility. The result? A lost dream and a broken friendship. We live in a society that teaches us to trust our feelings as a compass. But Stoicism reminds us, reality needs to be seen without the filter of excitement or fear. Questioning your feelings is not about repressing them, it's about organizing them. It's about opening a space where reason can see clearly. That's why so many advertisements don't sell products, they sell emotions. Status, pleasure, belonging. We buy on impulse and then we don't even know why. Reason is the brake. Emotion is the accelerator. Without balance, you get lost. This same emotional mechanism operates in much bigger decisions: relationships, career, health. Imagine a woman already in debt who comes across her dream handbag on sale. Impulse screams, "It's now or never." Reason whispers, "It's not the right time." If she follows impulse, she sinks even further. If she listens to reason, she plants the root of a more stable future. The same applies to someone who, overcome by anger, responds to a message without thinking and destroys a bond, or to someone who, dominated by euphoria, accepts everything and then drowns in commitments they cannot fulfill. Unfiltered emotion is an invitation to disaster. If you want daily reflections on Stoicism, follow me on Instagram. There I delve much deeper into what we discuss here. But the essential proposal is simple. Put a rational filter on your decisions. It's not about silencing the heart, it's about giving it company, a clear mind. When emotion and reason walk together, you don't react, you choose. Over the next few days before making any important decision, pause and ask yourself, if I weren't driven by emotion, would I still make this decision? Write down the answer. This simple habit prevents deep falls and builds choices that preserve your future. Emotion is the fire that moves, but reason is the hand that holds the torch. Alone, both blind, together, they illuminate. Before we continue, if this content has made you reflect so far, give it a like now. This shows YouTube that this type of message deserves to continue existing and encourages me to bring you even more profound videos. Practice 6. Focus on acting. Epictetus challenges us with a question that spans centuries. How much longer will you wait to demand the best from yourself? Marcus Aurelius complained of the same pattern. We know what needs to be done, but we postpone it. We tell ourselves the old excuse, I'll do it when things calm down, when the weather improves, when I feel better inside. This is the elegant lie of procrastination. Seneca reinforced this. All fools wait for the right moment. The strong act now. A Stoic doesn't wait for the perfect alignment of circumstances. He acts with what he has, where he is, how he can. The best time to start something was yesterday. The second best time is now. Think about it practically. Today there are thousands of people making a living on YouTube teaching crochet, cooking, carpentry, home repairs, and countless other simple skills. They are not smarter, nor necessarily better. They just started earlier, and the early bird catches the worm. Ask yourself, what actions am I postponing, even knowing they would change my life? Don't repeat the phrase, I'll start someday. Start today. As Seneca said, fools spend their time preparing. Wise people begin. Practice 7. Create your own value. Nothing is more fragile than living off the admiration of others. If your value depends on the applause of others, your happiness belongs to the world. Today you are celebrated, tomorrow forgotten. Seneca warned, he who seeks approval places his peace in the hands of another. From an early age we learn this logic. The child praised only for grades grows up believing that only what they produce is worthwhile. Adults who receive praise at work feel they only have value when someone is watching. This creates an invisible prison, measuring one's own life by the standards of others. Stoicism shatters this illusion. True strength doesn't come from status, appearance, or recognition, but from knowing who you are when all external voices are silent. People's opinions fluctuate like the wind. One day you are praised, the next criticized. Think of a statue in a square. One day it receives flowers, the next insults, but the stone remains the same. That's how you should be. Firm, constant, inwardly solid. Build your value through character, through silent effort, through integrity in what no one sees. Happiness is born when your actions align with your truest nature. To mark this commitment, write in the comments, my value comes from me. It's a symbolic gesture to abandon dependence on applause and begin building your inner strength. As Emerson said, being yourself in a world that tries to mold you is the greatest achievement. Practice 8. Stop trying to be perfect. The pursuit of perfection is often the greatest enemy of progress. Martha Graham, one of the greatest choreographers of the 20th century, experienced this in 1931. After months of creating new dances, she felt that everything fell short of her reputation. Even with praise, she only saw flaws. Frustrated, she concluded, I ruined my winter. This suffocating perfectionism is common among talented people. The high standard that drives excellence can become a prison. Churchill said that perfectionism is just another form of paralysis. We become paralyzed by fear. Fear of failing, of not being good enough, of showing our work to the world. The Stoics knew this struggle well. They never idealized perfection. They sought evolution. For the Stoics, excellence is the result of a daily commitment, advancing a little, every day. Epictetus said, is it possible not to err? No, but it is possible to err less. And this perspective changes everything. The goal is not to be flawless, but to grow without ceasing. Perfectionism is not a virtue. It's not discipline. It's not dedication. Often it's just disguised fear, a way to avoid the discomfort of finishing something and exposing oneself to judgment. But no work fulfills its purpose while it remains stored away. Progress requires accepting failures, recognizing limitations, and still continuing. Recognizing that we will never be perfect is liberating. It means choosing movement instead of stagnation, learning instead of unrealistic expectations. It's having the courage to start and finish, even without a guarantee of perfection. Growing is not about reaching the ideal, but walking towards it, one step at a time. Practice 9. Choose challenges. If we compare our routine with that of a 10th century king, the contrast is shocking. We have more comfort than he could imagine. Hot water, abundant food, medicine, technology. But comfort comes at a price. It lulls us to sleep. It makes us believe that life should always be easy. And when the inevitable weight of reality arrives, we are too fragile to face it. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Even living in a much harsher world than ours, they defended the need to face voluntary discomfort. Because just as the body only gains strength with training, the mind only strengthens with real challenges. and ignored muscle atrophies. The same goes for your courage, your discipline, your resilience. Without trials, you shrink. Joe Dispenza demonstrated something powerful. To generate new results, you need to break the habit of being who you've always been and build a new you. To change, you need to think bigger than your feelings. Therefore, seek intentional challenges, facing the cold without complaining, spending a day away from your cell phone, training until you really sweat, waking up before laziness allows, not for the discomfort, but for the strength that emerges after it. Over the next few days, choose a daily challenge, physical or emotional, and face it head on. A cold shower, unsweetened coffee, skipping a meal, climbing stairs, apologizing, having an honest conversation, or enduring silence without distraction. The challenge doesn't matter. The mental training matters. As Theodore Roosevelt said, a comfortable life is not a life worth living. What matters is the effort, the risk, and the triumph that come from overcoming. Accept this call. In a few days, you will feel in your body and mind the difference between running away and growing, between avoiding discomfort and using it as a tool. Practice 10. Forgive tirelessly. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Carrying resentment is like walking with a stone in your pocket. At first it's bearable, then it becomes a burden that pulls you down. The pain of betrayal or injustice can be enormous, but reliving that pain every day is worse. Every bitter memory is a wound reopened by your own hand. Epictetus said, "Happiness is born when we let go of what we cannot control," and resentment is exactly that, a prison built by yourself. Forgiving is not absolving the mistake nor erasing the memory. It is simply refusing to remain imprisoned by the past. It is not surrendering your peace to the control of another person. The cruelest prison is waiting for an apology, waiting for the other person to acknowledge the harm they caused. But that is not in your control, and the longer you wait, the more you bleed. Forgiveness is the only path that depends exclusively on you. It is what protects your peace, your generosity, your dignity. Imagine forgiveness as letting go of a rope that burns your hands. Holding it hurts. Letting go relieves it immediately. Over the next 3 days, choose a resentment that still occupies your mind. Write it down on a piece of paper. Read aloud, "I choose to free myself from this weight." Keep the paper or tear it up, but let go of the rope. Thank you for staying until the end. If this video opened a new perspective, subscribe. Here we walk together, strengthening the mind, expanding consciousness, and building an inner fortress. Share with someone who needs to hear this. Sometimes, a single message changes an entire life.